Imagine a motorcycle that rumbles like an old friend, digs into loose sand without complaint, and laughs at long days of unpaved road. The kind of bike that makes rough routes feel purposeful, and every dirt track feel like home. The 2026 new Honda XR 600R arrives carrying that exact promise. Big thumper character, modern reliability, and an attitude built for extremes. For riders who grew up hearing stories of the XR legend, and for newcomers chasing a pure, off-road experience, this feels like a revival with teeth. Bike Blaze Pro. Today's faceless deep dive peels back the metal and grease to find out what makes the 2026 XR 600R tick. This script will walk through the XR's most important features, discuss likely pricing and real-world range, detail top speed and performance expectations, describe its updated design and engineering, compare it with key rivals, and finish with a clear conclusion and a call to action. Whether you're planning a long-distance raid, a weekend desert blast, or hunting single-track, you'll get a full-picture sense of whether the XR 600R belongs in your garage. Features: the 2026 XR 600R brings together old-school simplicity and targeted modern upgrades. At its core sits a big single-cylinder, thumper engineered for low-end, torque and effortless tractability. Tuned for controllable power delivery, off-road rather than peak racing horsepower. Honda's revival appears to include modern fueling and electronics where they matter. A mapped fuel injection system for consistent throttle response, a simplified rider interface with durable analog digital gauges, LED lighting for reliability, and heavy-duty bash protection and racks for adventure kit. Chassis updates focus on weight savings and improved geometry to deliver predictable handling on rough terrain, while the long travel suspension, fully adjustable at both ends, soaks up whoops and big hits without transferring predictably harsh feedback to the rider. Sources covering the XR's return and early spec leaks emphasize that Honda balanced tradition with discreet, modern tech rather than turning the XR into a full, electronics-laden street bike. Price: as of today, Honda's global dealer. Pricing for the XR 600R hasn't been centralized in a single official MSRP announcement, and market-by-market numbers are still emerging. Early indicators from reviewers and dealer chatter suggest Honda is positioning the XR 600R competitively against large-bore dual sports and big enduro bikes, aiming for a value that factors in the machine's simplicity, durability, and Honda parts support. That means expect pricing to land within the premium dual sport band for 2026, subject to regional taxes and options. For the most reliable figure for your market, check local Honda dealer listings once the official MSRPs are posted. Sections and updated suspension while preserving reliability and ease of service. Against European single-cylinder thumpers, the XR trades complex electronics and top-end horsepower for mechanical simplicity, range, and fuel economy. One of the XR's historic strengths is long-range capability, derived from big displacement and efficient engine mapping. The 2026 model combines that trait with modern injection and a slightly larger fuel tank option for adventure use, translating to strong range numbers under mixed riding conditions. On steady highway cruising, the XR 600R should return respectable miles per gallon for a 600cc thumper, while aggressive trail use will reduce range. As with any big single, real-world riders will find a cruise-oriented gear selection and fuel map ideal for stage rides and cross-country treks. For long overland days, luggage and auxiliary fuel planning remain recommended. Early test rides and reviews highlight the XR's endurance focus and predictable consumptions under load. Top speed and performance. The XR 600R isn't designed to win quarter-mile sprints or set highway lap records. It's calibrated around torque, tractability, and momentum. Expect top speed figures typical of large displacement, off-road machines, ample for safe highway runs and overtakes, but more importantly, a broad, usable mid-range that easily pulls through ruts and climbs steep sections without constant, aggressive downshifting. Reviews from early rides praise the bike's low and mid-range punch and rider-friendly power curve, noting how the motor's character encourages maintaining momentum rather than chasing top-end revs. If you prize usable performance over headline top speed numbers, The XR delivers exactly what an enduro dual sport should. Design and ergonomics. Aesthetically, the 2026 XR600R nods to its heritage with classic XR proportions. Long travel, tall stance, minimalist bodywork, but with sharper edges, purposeful plastics, and practical modern touches like a compact LED, headlamp, and a weatherproof instrument pod. Ergonomically, the bike keeps a neutral attack, position that's friendly for long hours, standing on the pegs or settled in the saddle. Seat comfort, handlebar placement, and foot peg geometry are tuned to reduce rider fatigue during extended trail days. Durable finishes, corrosion-resistant hardware, and easily serviced components reflect Honda's focus on low-maintenance ownership. Multiple colorways and accessory packs are expected to let buyers configure the XR for pure trail duty or remote adventure. Comparison with competitors. Place the XR600R next to the KTM 690 Enduro R, Yamaha Tenere KTM 790 style middleweights, or Honda's own XR650L lineage, and the XR's identity is clear. It's not a road-biased adventure tourer nor a race-bred supermoto. It's a big-bore enduro built for durability and off-road competence. Compared with the XR650L, the new XR leans into off-road performance with lighter sections and updated suspension while preserving reliability and ease of service against European single-cylinder thumpers. The XR trades complex electronics and top-end horsepower for mechanical simplicity, broader torque curves, and Honda's global parts network, an appealing combo for riders who prioritize remote reliability over track-focused speed. If your riding is 60-40 off-road to on, the XR600R seems engineered to outshine road-focused rivals in its natural element. Real-world use cases for rally stage enthusiasts, weekend explorers, and long-distance off-road commuters. The XR600R's package promises resilience. It's the kind of machine that thrives when service options are limited, when conditions deteriorate quickly, or when you want a bike that you can strip down and repair with basic tools. The XR's balance of torque, suspension travel, and rider ergonomics make it equally suited to desert rides, rocky single-track, and gravel transits, and especially for riders who prefer mechanical simplicity to electronic safety nets. Early owners and reviewers point to the XR's therapeutic predictability. It rewards momentum and calm inputs rather than punishing mistakes with abrupt responses. Conclusion and call to action. The 2026 Honda XR600R revives a beloved lineage by offering big thumper soul with purposeful modern upgrades. It's a bike for the rider who values durability, tractable power, and the ability to go further off the beaten path without worrying about fragile tech. If you love long days in the dirt, plan to ride remote, or simply crave the confidence a torque-rich single provides, the XR600R deserves serious consideration. If you enjoyed this deep dive from Bike Blaze Pro, smash that like button, share this video with a fellow rider who's thinking about a 2026 upgrade, and subscribe for more faceless reviews, buy guides, and detailed breakdowns. Hit the bell so you don't miss our upcoming hands-on test rides and accessory builds for the XR600R. It will bring real-world impressions straight to the channel. Thanks for listening and ride safe.